Sono Dono. One Apex Predator members. Listen, if you would like, this is a member only chat. So if you would like to be an Apex Predator member and check out all the perks, yes, I know you probably came here to comment and not support or not to be part of anything, but this is a member only live stream. You can probably, listen, you can still see me. I can't see you. And this thing, I want to really highlight and really just talk about the year in review 2020 and moving forward to 2022. Shout out to all my moderators. Of course, they're in here. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all you brothers. So again, you can see me. All the ones who are not moderators or all the ones who are not a part of the Apex Predator membership. If you like to become an Apex Predator member, I would say press 1, but I can't see you. If you like to contribute via PayPal or Cash App, there's the link. All right, this is for all my moderators. It is. It's tough, man, because you got to think. A lot of guys, like, they came to comment. They came to probably start some ruckus and ask a whole bunch of questions. But at the same time, they're like, man, I can't even do it. Hey, I'm here to give back to the ones who support me. So all my Apex Predator members, this is your time to ask me any question you would like. Exactly. They pay for OnlyFans. They pay for all these different things. But when it comes downtown to support a fellow brother of theirs who they listen to basically 24/7, what happens is they like, oh, I don't know about that. So this is for you guys. So guys, moderators, Apex Predator members, ask me any and every question. Here's how I would like to highlight myself when it comes to becoming more alpha. Because a lot of guys think that they're alpha, but most likely they're not necessarily. Right? So when it comes to being alpha, it's a mindset. It's not some thing you just play around with. It's not about getting you walking around with a whole bunch of money. Being an alpha male means you are hitting on all cylinders in life, not just resources. Your passion, your goals, you are hitting the gym. You're progressing in things that you suck at. Let's be honest, most men are bad at communication. Most men aren't good at socializing. So heck, that should be your motive and your goal for 2021. Right? Shout out to Terrell Torrance, great to see you. Heck, I worked on big time socializing and talking to not just women, but men as well. And what I noticed was I became better this year alone. My speaking became better. Right? So this is what needs to happen if you want to become that complete guy. And here's what you really need to focus on. Shout out to Mr. Jamil the King. Another Apex Predator member is in the building. Again, if you would like to comment or ask questions and you would like to become an Apex Predator member, here's the link. If not, sit back and enjoy the show. Great to see you, Terrell Torrance. Happy holidays to all you brothers. Merry Christmas. Listen, man, I'm ready for 2020. I'm ready now. I've been ready, but 2020, it's going to be a great year due to the fact that the type of content and the things I'm going to give you guys is going to be life-changing every single live stream, every single video. Is it only Apex? Yeah, Merry Christmas. Seriously. Guys, here's the thing. You can become an Apex Predator member today. Do yourself a favor. Because we got a lot of exclusive content. We got a lot of, listen, man, we're expanding, we're growing when it comes to this channel, the podcast channel, the Darius M channel, even the Darius Media Network channel. We're going to be doing bigger and better things. Right? So when it comes to me creating content, guys, make sure you guys ask me questions. If you like to call the show, drop your numbers. We'll get that stuff. We'll make that happen. See, when it comes to growing I noticed what needs to happen is you have to be uncomfortable. Like a lot of guys ask me when I did social media, the social experiments on the main channel, Darius, you talk to all those women, how did you do it? It's because I got out of my comfort zone. I said, let me get up, let me throw a wrench in the content, because a lot of guys see me in the house, not all the time. And I started creating content outside. That's why you see most of my videos on the main channel. I'm outside walking around. I'm outside doing different things. I'm outside interacting. I'm outside enjoying life, because that's how life should be lived. So here's the thing. If you truly want to be the best version of yourself, if you want to be happy, what needs to happen is the complaining must stop. The frustration must stop. The hostility must stop, because what needs to happen is you need to look within. And I was, running around doing things for the holiday, and I was like, man, I hope guys are really working on themselves as opposed to just watching content about things that are not going to help them. And the mindset you used to have for 2021 is, if the content you're listening to is not helping you become better, I said this all 2020, I'm going to keep saying it, you need to just let it go. Because here's the thing I noticed. When you listen to individuals who have even made it, or trying to get somewhere, or you're trying to get somewhere they're trying to be, or you try to maybe attract the type of woman that another guy has, what needs to happen is you just start listening to them. Same thing like as far as the YouTube channel. I had a coaching session yesterday. A guy was like, yo, I want to, get like you as far as YouTube and all these different things. I said, all right, cool. So I gave him a lot of different tips. I even got tips on the Patreon if you want to start a YouTube channel. So whoever's made it, whoever's in the field of expertise that you are somewhat struggling in, or you feel, man, I need a little work in this, get with them ASAP. If you don't have the money that you want right now, if your living situation is off, whatever the case may be, take notes so you can move into 2020 on the right foot, as opposed to saying, well, it's 2021, another year, right? Deshaun Santiago Jackson says, listen, I've got 2 girls that I've planned to meet real soon. I don't trust any of them, of course. I already know which one I want to meet, but I do flake on. But you said, I already know which one I want to meet, but do I flake on the day or in advance? Here's the thing. It's not masculine to flake. You understand, Deshaun Santiago? Now, are the women that you're trying to meet, like what are the time frames? Is it, because, what time is it now? Because right now it's 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, Chicago time. So are you meeting them at 7 o'clock? Or did you double book? Shout out to brother C4 for contributing. C4, are you a exclusive member? There's the link, man. Become an Apex Predator member. So when are you supposed to meet these women? Basically, it's going to be in the evening. I double book with them. Okay, so here's the thing. That's a good question. All you guys who double book with women, here's what I want you to do. What do you consider your self-improvement? Give me 1 second, Brother Jay. If you've double booked with women, and I've been there myself, what is your goal for the evening, Mr. Deshaun Santiago Jackson? Because if you, let's say hypothetically, I got 2 dates at 8 p.m. I double booked. Both of them confirmed and said they're going to be there at 8 p.m. Right? So I said, okay, cool. Now here's what you do. If you're trying to get laid, if you're trying to hook up that night, or tonight, I should say, what you do is you start talking kind of freaky, kind of sexual. Because what's going to happen is if you start talking a little sexual, here's what's going to happen. One of those chicks are not going to vibe with you. They're going to be like, I don't know. You have to get physical when it comes to text. So here's the text message I want you to send. Send both of them, excuse me. What are your 3 favorite body parts on a guy? Now, if one of them says, I don't know, or they don't give you like a straight answer, like arms, chest, legs, what's going to happen is the one who gives you a goofy answer, you just cut her off and you deal with the one who said, who was cooperating and who was, vibing with the text conversation. See, when I double book and both of them, they say they're going to show up, immediately I get sexual over text because I'm trying to weed out the ones who ain't really about it. And the ones who talking kind of freaky or who's talking kind of physical and who's like into me over text, okay, I'm gonna rock with this one. And then I could move the other one to another day, or I just say, forget it. This is how, when it comes to double booking, I thought I should have put that on Patreon. Next level game. This is how you do when you double book. Shout out to Mr. Terrell Torrance. Looking forward to the New Year's with better resolutions for all of us. Exactly. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm excited for 2021 due to the fact that I have so much game. I have so much wisdom for you guys. I got a lot of stories. A lot of stuff that's happened. A lot of stuff that I want you guys to become better in. So when 2021 hits, heck, you can start doing it now. The snowball is just continue to roll. I want you guys to make more money. I want you guys to get the women that you actually want. Jay said, Darius, what do you consider self-improvement? Self-improvement for me, Jay, is I look at it from 3 categories. Number 1, money, career, resources, streams of income. So that's number 1. So if you're, how much money are you making? Are you satisfied with your 9-to-5 job? Do you make $40,000 a year? Are you trying to get to $60,000? Are you trying to get to $50,000? Are you trying to make $100,000? So what are you going to do? How are you going to improve to make more money, to generate different streams of income? Are you going to get on crypto? Are you going to start a YouTube channel? Are you going to sell cookies? Are you going to start mowing lawns? Are you going to get a part-time job plus your full-time job? Are you going to try to move up in the company that you're at? That's number 1 when it comes to self-improvement. Number 2, is exercise, your physique. Are you working out daily or every other day or 3 to 4 times a week? Are you running? Are you doing sit-ups? Are you doing push-ups? Are you going to the gym? Are you walking miles? What are you doing physically that's going to help you improve and become healthier? Me, personally, I've been drinking nothing but Fiji water for the past 4 months. All I drink is Fiji water, no juice fund. It's all the Fiji fund. So guys, make sure you contribute to the Fiji fund, man. If you like to donate, all 100% proceeds go to me. There's a PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo link. So what I've been doing, I've been working on my physical, my diet. I've been working on what I consume. So I don't consume any juice, any pop at all. Just straight Fiji water. Now, yes, Fiji does cost a little bit, but it makes me feel better. I have more energy, I notice. Number 3, the third thing as far as self-improvement, because we talk about money, we talk about your physique and your body, you working out. The third thing is here, what are you consuming? So you can hit on the third thing with the second thing. Because let's say you working out, you lifting weights, you on a treadmill, you running, you can be listening to content that's going to help you become better. This is why I like the second and third way. Because you can be working out, you can be moving, you can be jogging, you can be doing sit-ups, and then at the same time, you're still listening to content that's going to help you become better in whatever field of expertise you want to. So that's the 3 things, the 3 areas of self-improvement you need to hit on daily. And if you don't hit on the working out daily, at least work out or do some activity 3 to 4 days out of the week. Because this is why a lot of guys are frustrated and angry and pent up rage, is because they don't get out and move. Like when you guys get out and work out and get out the house and start moving around, what's gonna happen is that's gonna open you up to new possibilities when it comes to women as well. So you're gonna be out there moving, man, guys. There's been so many times where I've been out there running, or I've been jogging, or I've been doing my miles when it was a little warmer. Right now it's cold in Chicago. Man, I was meeting all type of women. I never forget. I met a group of girls who had just came back from college. They was from South Carolina. It was 3 of them. And then they was running. I saw them twice, so I stopped them. I said, hey, ladies, how many miles y'all run a day? They said, we run 5. I said, oh, cool. Hey, listen, we should get together and, hang out, run sometime. They were like, oh, sure, that'd be cool. I introduced myself. Hey, my name is Darius. I shook all 3 of their hand, opened my phone up. I gave it to one. They boom, put it in. I said, hey, I gave it to her. I gave it to all 3 girls. So I had all 3 numbers that I could. So now I was like, all right, listen, I'll shoot y'all the checks later. I didn't want just one number. I wanted all 3. So this is what happens when you guys actually get out and you start moving and you get around people. Shout out to Mr. Deshaun Santiago Jackson. He said, small Christmas present for you, brother. Top tier advice. The next level. At 17, you've given me game. Love from UK. See, Deshaun Santiago Jackson, he's 17 years old. He's not even old enough to drink yet. And he's up here contributing. He's probably still in high school. And you got guys watching this channel that's like, man, I ain't trying to give it a like. I ain't trying to support. I ain't trying to do it. Hey, you got a 17-year-old in here beating y'all out. Well, the guys that ain't, the guys that sitting in the background. It's sad as it is. He's a next level. He's on the. He's an apex predator, and he supports, and he shows up. Jay, all the brothers in here. I appreciate you guys, man. We're gonna start doing a lot more of these. Because here's the thing. A lot of guys, what they do, they make a YouTube account and they try to come in here and just comment and ask all these questions. Listen, it's a lot of you guys that are watching. I know you most likely come to ask questions and get some free assistance, but guess what? You got to become an Apex Predator member for that. Shoot the questions out to me, brothers. This is next level. Thank you, Darius. I needed it. I'll proceed with caution. Yeah, man, you guys got to be direct with these women. When it comes to 2020, man, be direct. Be direct and cut off quick. This is the type of mindset I want you to have. Be direct with women and cut them off real quick. Boom. No games. You direct, they on some passive stuff. They ain't rolling with the punches. They ain't following your lead. Man, guys, when it comes to a woman cooperating, man, dude, I put that over looks any day. Because here's the thing. Let's say you have a woman, hypothetically. Let's say she's a 7 out of 10, but she's cooperated 100%. Then you have a woman who's a 10 out of 10 in your eyes. And she flaky, she playing games. A cooperative woman is far more attractive than a woman who just looks good on the exterior. Because her soul, her insides are riding. Or she probably just don't find it attractive. She ain't trying to, cooperate. But at the same time, you deal with the woman who's acting right, who's making life easy. G Money said, what's your thoughts on a chick who fakes the happy relationship life on social media, but be cheating on the low? My take on that is, when it comes to a woman who's talking about because a lot of women, they love relationships. I see it on my Instagram, I see it on my Facebook, all type of girls, chicks posting stuff with their boyfriend. Women view relationships as like, that's the number one goal for women. Not a job, not being independent. Relationships make women. And there's a lot of women who are cheating on the low. I was on Tinder many moons back, and this girl, I never forget, she was on my Facebook, and I got her. We went to school together, and she's always post stuff about her boyfriend, and they doing stuff and hanging out, and come to find out, this girl is on Tinder, and I matched with her. So it wasn't just her profile was just there like for a long time. I matched this girl, and this girl happened to be in a relationship with this dude. I don't know how long, but it seemed like they've been together for a while. So I matched with this girl, and I'm looking like, I got you as a friend on Facebook, and this girl, you talking, how you love your life as far as being in a relationship and all stuff like that. So a lot of women, they are some cheaters, man. Jamal King said, so that's my thoughts on women who fake. I don't go off like when people post a lot of stuff on social media when it comes to relationship, there's a high chance that it ain't that good. It's smoke and mirrors. Because let me tell you something. The best relationships are the ones that are kept on the low as far as out of the limelight. Y'all having a good time. Like when I get with women, I don't post all this stuff on social media for what? It's not that I'm ashamed of them whatsoever because I have good taste in women. But the fact of the matter is, all my stuff don't need to be way out there and people snooping and looking and all this crazy stuff. And nah, what I got going on, guess what? Me and my main chick, we always have a good time. Matter of fact, my birthday, January 2nd. She just planned some little get together thing. Right? So when it comes to posting stuff on social media, women in relationships, they want to give off this illusion like they're in this perfect world, but oftentimes they be getting beat, they be cheating themselves, they be getting abused, they be withholding sex from the dude. When people post a lot of cool stuff, it's kind of like a woman posting a lot of memes about love and relationships. But behind the scenes, offline, she getting abused, she getting ran through, she getting treated poorly by some Joe Blow. Right? This is why social media is like, only time I post social media is when I have Twitter or I post a tweet or Instagram, but I'm not even on there like that. Yeah, girls have black eyes, but they act like everything fine. Right? I notice when you cut women off, they always come back. Oh, always. That's because women aren't used to dudes having a backbone. Like women aren't used to dudes not bowing down to them. So when you do the opposite, it confuses them. It's kind of like, give you an example. You guys never experience a woman, like rarely if ever, experience a woman straight up approaching you and trying to talk to you. Some of y'all have never. It never happened. I experienced that like a couple times in my life. And what happened was when the girl, approached me, I'm thinking I'm on what do you call it? Behind the scenes footage. Y'all know how they post stuff on online for laughs. And I'm looking around. She's like, "Hey, how's it going?" Try to shoot her a shot. And I'm looking around like some kind of off. All right, we exchange numbers. I'm looking like that's how, because it rarely if ever happens to a guy, even if you're attractive. So it's the same thing with women, and when you reject her or you just cut her off, they get confused because they're used to dudes always being there. They're used to having tons of orbiters in their life. Women are orbiter collectors. That's all they do is collect orbiters throughout their entire life, for the most part. Sono Dono said, I had an ex that would publicly post our relationship in social media. It became an issue to where I found it uncomfortable. I can never understand why women do this. Yeah, they do that because a relationship means everything to a woman. This is why they always try to make you their boyfriend, or they're always trying to make you be with them. When they say, "So where do you see this going?" I remember I was with girls in the past. They try to, I would hate when they try to add me on Facebook, because I know for a fact that once they add me on Facebook, what's going to happen is they're going to try to put like a relationship status or something like that. Or they want to say, where it's going. You want a relationship, post. I'm like, dude, just chill. So relationships, guys, we are status symbols, man. Us men, we are straight status symbols. And that's what women want. They want, like, what man doesn't want to do who's a hard worker, who's attractive, who's in shape, who has ambition, who has goals, who makes money, who's confident? What woman doesn't want a guy like that? So why would she not want to show that trophy off? She has like basically a pack mule. She has a guy who's, on point. Why would she not want to parade him around? Josh said that you didn't get the notification. That's weird. Guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Everybody give this live stream a like. And make sure all the notifications on. Click the little bell to be notified when I do drop content. I know a guy who got her prego so she don't leave him. I know a guy who he got lives with her in the basement, but lately be posting selfies of herself with caption crush. Who you think is directed to? I had an ex that would publicly post our relationship in social media. It became an issue. Yeah. So when it comes to being an alpha male, remember, your time is number one. Your time is number one. Be selfish with your time. Everybody who comes into your life, they better be given something, because you cannot get your time back. And women are notorious, remember, at time wasting. They come up with new ideas. They come up with new different things to try to waste your time. I feel like most chicks get into a relationship only for the title, just to say she's in a relationship. It's true. It's facts, G-Money. Like, guys, y'all understand, women just be one relation. They just want a boyfriend. Because you got to think, guys, us men, we're creative, we're fun. There's a lot to us. So when it comes to a woman wanting something fun to do, it's hard for a woman to make up fun. Just think, guys, as kids, we used to do all type of stuff. Climb trees, run over here, race, like, women, they're bored out of their minds. They want to be a part of something. This is why they want a boyfriend so bad, so they can, one, get some security and money, and two, they're bored. I tweeted on Twitter, man, a woman's favorite hobbies is eating, sleeping, and shopping. I'll say that again. A woman's favorite hobbies is eating, sleeping, and shopping. Seriously. So when it comes to us men, giving them a better life, listen, it's second to none. This is why I told you guys, you got to know your value. Guys, if you have not added me on Snapchat, go ahead, add me. I should say eat, sleep, shop, and text guys. Seriously, most women, they love to eat, sleep, shop, and then text guys and send guys off. Like, that's for the most part a woman's life. Not all women, but for the most part. So what are they going to look for? A man who's fun. A guy who can, there's a lot of women that say, I just want a guy that can pass the time. Because a lot of women, they twiddle their thumbs. They just think about this. A creature that's so boring, all she does is text guys and send them off. That's a horrible life to live. This is why I'm grateful to be a male. Let's get to more comments. Shout out to all my Apex Predator members, man. Again, if you guys have not added me on Snapchat, there's the link. Darius_M4. Go ahead, click the link. Also, guys, we got a lot of exclusive content on the Patreon. If you have not become a patron today, and if you want to support as well, there's the Patreon link. Join today. Also, if you have not followed me on Twitter, follow me at Darius M Network. There's the link. Go ahead, follow me, guys. No problem, TJ McAvoy Jensen. Shout out to Mr. Artist of Procedure. He says, hey, Darius, close to lifting a little heavy 45-pound plates on each side. It feels amazing. Consider it was hard to even lift. The bar gym has been amazing. Exactly. Get this man a hand clap, man. And that's what I want to see. Guys working out, guys progressing, guys lifting, guys making moves, guys becoming better, man. That's what I want you guys to do. Listen, working out, I'm an athlete. I've always been an athlete. So moving around, listen, it makes you feel better. Once you lifting, and when you at the gym lifting, guess what? You can spot women. And somebody asked, I think Jamil the King said, where can you meet quality women, or where can you meet high value, or just women in general? One, the gym. The gym got all types of women, man. When I say it's easy to meet women at the gym, it is very easy. Despite what a lot of guys say, oh, women all they do is go to the gym to attract men. Women go everywhere to attract men. They don't just go to the gym to attract men. You working out and she working out, and you guys make eye contact, it's easy to start a conversation. How much can you lift? How much can you curl? You guys start chatting it up. Hey, you want to be my workout partner? We can hang out sometime. What's your name again? Oh, boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. Boom. It's so easy, man. Like, what needs to happen is you guys just get out there. Guys, make sure you get a live stream a thumbs up. Shout out to Artist of Procedure for working on his physique. So where you meet women, and we'll get to the black women thing, Jay. The gym, the mall. I already made the video for tomorrow, guys. How to attract women and everything like that, and where to meet them. The mall, the gym. Target is a big one. Oh man, Target, man. I told you in the last live stream, there's so many different aisles and so many. Man, you pop in the aisle, you like, man. You shopping. It seemed like nobody is around. It's just you and her. She on the end cap. It's like, because there's so much space in Target. It's huge. Walmart is one of them. Walmart is kind of packed, but man, believe it or not, some women do go to the gym to self-improve themselves. Yeah, a lot of guys think, oh, women just go to the gym to get attention. Women try to get attention. Women get attention everywhere. There's a lot of them who go to the gym to work out and walk and do squats or whatever the case may be. And every woman is not. Here's the thing. You got to think of it like this. If you have the mindset that, she at the gym just get attention. Okay, you're giving her attention. That's the case. If you have the mindset that, every woman is just here for attention. So why are you giving it to her? Why don't you, instead of you thinking, she's just here for attention, why don't you go start a conversation? Why don't you go over there and see if you get a choosing signal? Why don't you go over there and see if you get some eye contact? See, too many guys, they get the idea, the mindset that every woman is just an attention junkie. She's going to come, all she is going to use me. Dude, the vast majority of these women don't even know you exist. Now, are there some attention junkies? Of course. I made a live stream about it. There's a lot of women who are attention junkies. But I found out majority of women who are attention junkies, they're online. The women who they can't play you are the ones that are actually in person, because they can't pull that attention-seeking, goofy stuff. They can't sit behind a phone, or they can't sit somewhere 45, however far away. They're actually right there. This is why I love the in-person interactions, man. This is why I love going out and meeting women and doing different things, because they can't pull that, like that insecure, goofy games, man. Right? Jay says, black women will just ignore you. Well, here's the thing about black women, and I know it's a huge, I should say tirade, if that's the word. There's a huge explosion as far as I wanted to talk about that too, brother Jay, and for all you black men in here, you brothers. Let's chime into that real quick, and I'll try to keep it PG. A lot of people who ain't Apex Predator members must be fuming looking at the comments. Yeah, guys thought I was playing. Listen, if you want to become an Apex Predator member, there's the link. We're going to have a lot more of these streams where you guys going to be sitting back and like, man, I can't even comment. There it is. It's up to you. Do yourself a favor for Christmas. All right? Check out the perks. We got a lot of things for you guys. Also, all the Apex Predator members, before we get into the black community and the black women, if you guys have not dropped your Instagram and your Twitter handles, your @names, go to the community tab and comment. So after this last stream, I can go follow you. That's another perk. So I follow all the members on live stream. Oh, and moderators too. All right. So go ahead, drop them on the community tab. I'll follow you. All right. So when it comes to black women, guys, because I know it's an uproar in the black community. Me personally, I'm not part of the black manosphere. That's the artist of procedure. I'm just not, because I just don't feel in the black sector of YouTube, there's no real growth. All it is, it's and to be honest with you, it's not even high value, because I don't deal with women who don't cooperate. And the vast majority of black women don't cooperate. Now, there's women in every race that don't cooperate, but the vast majority of black women ain't trying to cooperate. Let's just be honest. So I'm not going to affiliate myself with that sort of content, because I have a woman in my life that cooperates. It's just chaos. It's just drama. So in the black sector of YouTube, I don't affiliate myself with that, because I got a woman who cooks, who cleans. I got a woman who does everything all these guys are complaining about in the black manosphere. I have a woman that does all that. I have a woman who's wrapped all the gifts. I got a woman who makes breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I got a woman who massages me from head to toe. I got a feminine woman who shuts her mouth when we go out. I got a woman I can take place. I can do this and that. I don't have a drama-filled woman who talks back. So I don't affiliate myself with the black manosphere on YouTube. And that's why I'm trying to get you guys to get. Leave that sector alone. Leave those type of women alone if they ain't cooperating 100%. And start dealing with women who are. I don't deal with overweight women. And that's the vast majority of the black sector of YouTube. Like, I'm not trying to rag on them or anything like that. But the fact of the matter is, if you're listening to black women call different shows and they single mothers of 2 and 3, dude, you a low value guy. Listen, I didn't want to go down this route, but I'm gonna keep it 100, man. You're a low value guy if you're listening to that content, because what that really says to you, it's an indictment on your game. It's an indictment on you. You're not really high value if you're soaking up that content, because you can't get the woman you want. So what you have to do is listen to overweight women call shows. You have to listen to women with bad attitudes call a show. Women with single mothers. I don't listen to that content because I attract the exact opposite of those type of women. And I'm teaching guys how to attract cooperative, submissive, elegant, feminine women who are actually in shape with no children. That's what I teach. So I don't affiliate with the black community or the black sector. The guys who I deal with and the guys who I actually coach are guys who want feminine, elegant, cooperative women. Let's keep it 100, Black Jack. But there's an end game over there. This is why, guys, when you see the whole picture, you don't see me in the black community as far as sector, or the black manosphere as they call it. You don't see me doing any interviews over there. No, I mean, heck, nobody contacts me. But the fact of the remain is, I don't feed into that drama. I don't feed into the going back and forth with black chicks and here's the thing. Let me say this, man, because I got to get a little deeper in this. Why on earth would I be on a panel with women whose voices are deeper than mine or just as deep, trying to negotiate submissiveness? Listen, man, this is enough. This is how you know guys ain't getting what they want in life. Why would I be on a panel with 4, 5, 6 different women, 2, 3 women, any woman for that matter, trying to negotiate? Are you gonna be submissive? You gonna come back to the table and act right? No, because I have no issues attracting non-black women or women of other races. Y'all can send it. Y'all can send this piece of this strip. Y'all can send this. The fact that you're debating a black woman or black women and trying to talk about them coming back to the table to act right and be submissive, the fact that you're doing that just lets you know your game is trash and you don't even know your own value, because there's no way on God's green earth a man should be arguing, trying to negotiate with any female. It should be whatever I say, let's go. And if you ain't down with that program, I'm not trying to negotiate no attraction. I ain't trying to negotiate you being submissive, you ain't acting right. I'm going to deal with women who are going to cooperate. And if that's out of the black community, so be it. Shout out to Artists of Procedure. The thing is, black women hate hearing the truth. There is no point being on a panel with them. Exactly, there's no point being on the panel. Why would I even listen to that stuff? Why would I even donate to that type of stuff? Black women don't even listen for the most part anyway. Now, there's a small percentage of black women that listen, because I've dealt with a few, but it's few and far between. It's like a needle in a haystack. Black women are for the most part, are just masculine. Stop wasting your energy. See, the reason why so many guys in that black manosphere space is stuck there is because majority of them, I'm gonna be honest, they live in the inner city or they live somewhere in the ghettos or whatever. So they have a hard time interacting with women who aren't black. They're not they don't have a key to that, to a white social circle. They don't have a key to the Asian social circle. They don't have a key to the white or Indian social circle. So what happens is they just stick with that crap, and they try to get black women to act right. Dude, that's low value behavior in its own right. There's no way on God's green earth I'm going to sit there on a panel or create videos, for that matter, on a group of women that I really want, but that's not acting right. What does that mean? That means they get left behind. That means they are there to die alone. That goes for any race of woman. So if you're a white guy, you're like, man, these chicks ain't. Guess what? You got to move around. Artist of Procedure says, I could never be attracted to black women like Asian, Latino women. The few sisters I was attracted to were labeled as Oreos or talk proper. Exactly. I don't deal with women who smack they. Listen, I deal with women who have real hair. Okay, this is just me. I enjoy women who have feminine, elegant, real hair. I don't want you to be laying next to me and I'm scratching, and I don't like weave. That's just my forte. It's always been like that. I love my mother to death. She's the most feminine black woman I've ever encountered. She just dropped my daughters off some gifts like 3 hours ago. Love you, Mom, if you're watching. I'm just keeping 100. I like women with long hair. I like women who are feminine, who smile. I don't want to be with a woman's. I don't want to be with a woman whose voice is deep. I'm gonna keep it 100. I have a happy life. a huge part of a man smiling and his skin glowing is the type of women he's attracting. So if you're going bald or your hairline's receding or you got indentations in your face and all this stuff like that, a big part of that, yeah, it's part of it's your diet and maybe your intake. It's the women as well. Let's keep it 100, man. So Virginia says, I could never be a, yeah, I like women who talk proper. You can tell a lot about a woman from her voice. If it's kind of deep, nah. Listen, man, me personally, I don't want to be with a man. I'm a heterosexual straight man. I'm not trying to be with no female who talk like this. It just listen, man. Let me tell you something, man. We going in here. Shout out to Artists of Procedure. Shout out to Mr. John Ham. Apex is the way forward. Thank you, brother John Ham. Listen, we going in. If you want to become an Apex Predator member, Gareth McLaughlin. He became a member just now. There's the link. Shout out to Rolando J. Rios. Welcome, brother Gareth. See, this what it's about. We're building a community here on this channel where we're gonna laugh, we're gonna learn, and we're gonna grow. I love to be serious, but I love to laugh as well. Thank you, brother John Ham. Thank you, brother Artist of Procedure. Welcome, brother Gareth. See, and I'm gonna touch on the black community just a little bit, then we're gonna move on from that because I don't even like affiliate myself with that. As far as the Black Manosphere on YouTube, I don't. What's the point of me? If you're a high value man, you deal with feminine, fit, fun women. You deal with cooperative women. I'm not trying to fight you on you being feminine. I'm not trying to fight you on you being cooperative because you don't. If you don't have the blueprint already, if you wasn't raised to be feminine and be subservient and submissive, why on earth would I even be dealing with you, man? Because this thing, if I do start to deal with you and I try to make things work and it don't work and I continue to stick there, that means my game is off. That means I'm not high value. Because if you're high value, you don't complain about certain women. What you do is you make the necessary changes, and if that woman is not cooperating, you move on like that. You don't even explain to her. I don't need to say, hey, can you act right? Hey, can you be feminine? Hey, can you be submissive, please? I don't need to do none of that. What I do is I move on to the women who are submissive and feminine. And if that means going into a different social circle of race, then so be it. But guess what? I want peace in my life. Every man deserves peace. Y'all work too hard, man. Why would I want to come around and come home to a woman or be around a chick who's uncooperative? You got to work hard at work. You got to pay bills. You got to, ain't no handouts for a man in this world. Then I got to get around a woman who giving me a hard time, who talking back. Why come home to another headache? Guys don't understand. You got to move around. If a particular ethnicity, or I should say race of woman is acting out and she ain't cooperating, you got to move around, man. And if you stick in that, what you're doing is saying two things. One, you don't respect yourself. You have no self-respect. And two, you're unable to attract the women that you really want. Because if you were, you wouldn't deal with trash women that don't act right. Too many fish in the sea to be on YouTube complaining about a certain demographic of women. Why would I do that? Let's continue. Where are we at? Shoot the questions out, Apex Predator members. Most guys who dating a black chick is usually the in the relationship. Yeah, I've been with black women. They trying to like muscle me. I'm like, bro, like what you doing? Like they just the aura, I mean, when they feet hit the pavement, it's like boom, boom. I want a female that's gonna glide across the floor. It's almost like a WWE match, man. Now, some other ethnicity of women do that too. It ain't just black women, but overwhelming majority it'd be black women that be on that goofy stuff. And this is coming from the guy who's been around the globe, guys. I spent 4 years in the military, in the Navy. Stationed in Japan, I've been to so many different countries, so many different regions, man. And I can tell you right now, black women by far, woo, it's totally different. It's now I'm not colorist or anything like that, but guess what? I go for femininity. I go for submissiveness. And if a certain ethnicity of women ain't doing it, guess what? I gotta go where it's peace at, man. Peace is number one. And if I ain't getting that peace, then hey, you gotta go. All Asian women have been the most cooperative in my experience. Yeah. I mean, I've never met an Asian woman who just talked back. Like when I was in Japan, man, if I was smart, I would have brought one home. Now, right now, I got a man chick, she cooperative 100%. But if man, when I was overseas, guys, in Japan, dudes was bringing chicks back like it was, like dudes was getting Asian, Japanese, Chinese, Filipino. They was getting those women and keeping them. I remember it was one dude, I forgot his name. His last name was Randolph. And I mean, he was like, he's like, hey, I'm about to knock a girl. I'm about to knock this chick up, man. He was dead serious. And guess what? She got knocked up. We went on deployment. She came back. She had a tummy. Dudes is not playing when it comes to peace and femininity. And he was from Compton. Black dude. Never forget, man. A lot of dudes, when I was in the Navy, knocking Asian chicks up. Because it's like, man, I got to have some peace. It's a lot of dudes, as crazy it is, they'd rather be a single father to a woman who's feminine than to be with a woman, than to be a single father to a woman who's combative, who's gonna make your life hard. At least when it's time to get the kids and you're a single dad to like an Asian, white chick, or Hispanic, whatever case it be, at least everything can go smooth. Black women, you try to get your kids, you like, no. You got some money? Nope, you can't see them. All this goofy stuff. When I was overseas, man, I was with an Asian chick, man. It was all, man. When I was in the Navy, I never experienced an Asian woman who was uncooperative. I never had. I just never. And I've been with a lot of them. Those were the days, though, man. Now, granted, there are some women here that's white, Hispanic, Asian that's on some goofy stuff, but in my experience, for the most part, everything pretty much flows. Again, you got some bad apples everywhere. Let's continue. Where are we at, man? Guys, make sure you hit the super chat, donate to the church on this wonderful Christmas Eve. If you'd like to contribute via PayPal or Cash App, there's the link. I know there's 253 people in here, and most of you, your comments are not seen. You can only hear me, and you can only see the Apex Predator members. If you like to become one, press 1. Oh, never mind. You can't press 1 because you can't comment. Listen, it's pinned up there if you want to become a member. I like they care about their health. Yeah. I could never tie myself down to marriage. That's the devil's contract. Yeah, man. Listen, those marriages, man. I'm gonna say this, man. And guys, we're gonna have a lot of Apex Predator members live streams a lot more. This is not the first. It's not gonna be. This is not the first, and not gonna be the last. Should be. This is the first. It's not gonna be the last. It was an Indian woman, an Indian chick, real pretty chick. But guess what? She was from here. She was born and raised here in the United States, and she had a bad attitude. That's the difference. I never forget because I was at work. It was a few years back, and I was like, it was this Indian lady, and I was like, hey, I gotta, I'm hanging out with this Indian girl for the first time. I'm like, so how is y'all ethnicity? She was a real pretty girl. She had the little red, the dot right there, but she was really pretty. And she was slim and shaped. She was like, oh yeah, this and that. So I get around this girl, and she get out the car. She driving a Mercedes Benz. All she smell like is weed. And, we hanging out, and she come up to my place, and she's sitting down. I'm like, hey, you come over here. I remember I was like, you can take off your shoes if She was like, oh no, I'm good. I said, yeah, you can just take off your shoes over there. She said, oh, I'm all right. I said, see, I know they didn't teach this in your culture in India or New Delhi. I know they didn't teach that over there. So a lot of after that, she just had basically a stuck up attitude. I was like, man, dude. So when they're here in America, for the most part, not all the time, but for the most part, these chicks be on some goofy stuff, man. I told her to leave. Shout out to Marquise Sims. Thanks for the help. No problem, Marquise. Gareth McLaughlin, enjoying the stream, bro. Teaching me a lot about women. Appreciate it. Shout out to Mr. Gareth McLaughlin. He just became an Apex Predator member today as well. Marquis Sim, make sure you become a member, man. We had another question. Advice. Somebody said advice for advice for teenagers, young adults. Yeah. Deshaun Santiago Jackson. When because you're 17, correct? When I was 17, I wish I had a better blueprint for the next 5 years of my life, because I would have been better. Now, when I was 18 or straight after high school, I went to the Navy. I was overseas in Japan, so they gave me I had structure at home, but it gave me a better idea of what I wanted to do in life. So I was in the medical field in the Navy. Then I got out, and I'm still in the medical field. So the advice for all you young adults, 17, 18, 16-year-olds, number one, when you're dealing with women or girls, please put on a condom, please. Because wherever you knock that girl up, that's where you're going to stay for the most part. So if you get her pregnant in Brooklyn, New York, hypothetically, and you 17 years old, that's where you're going to pretty much be at your entire life. You got to be around that. You can, if you want to go to California, that baby in Brooklyn, that's always on your mind. And on top of that, you got to, most likely pay child support. You got to deal with all these headaches. So for 18 years, 18, 20, 21, that kid, you're basically in New York, Brooklyn, I'm just saying hypothetically, for life. Wherever you got that chick pregnant, if you live in Alabama, you pretty much there. You have to circle back. You have to be in that. So if you can move a couple states over to try to get away, but guess what? You can't get away from that. She will always remind you. And here's the thing: if you're trying to be a good father, you got to be around there anyway. So you basically locked in that borough, in that area. So that's a big one. Make sure you guys using condoms at all times. I know you're gonna meet women and you say, man, she look good, and she gonna tell you she on birth control. You're gonna try to go in raw. Listen, man, just do. I'm telling you, you ain't trying to go down that route of being on that child support for 18 years. Trust me, going in raw feel good, correct? You going in raw, you pet. I don't forget, I went in raw's girl. I was literally linked back at a 45-degree angle, and she was just throwing it back. I was linked back like this, and she just throwing it back. My hands was touching the back of my heels, and I'm sitting there linked back. I remember she just breaking me down, throwing it back. Pop, I'm just raw. I'm talking about, I never forget, on point. But guess what? There's a price as well. There's a price to be had when it comes to going in raw. Literally, I was in heaven. Felt like it. You have the risk of sexual diseases too. Yeah, you risk a lot when it comes to having unprotected sex with women. Because she's sleeping around. She can come back and burn you. I don't think I told you guys the story. It was this dude I used to play basketball with. And he was with this really attractive girl. And I had looked at him. I mean, he wasn't no homo. I don't say she was out of his league, but I was like, cool, dang. I'm like, that's you? And we was, getting ready to go on the court. He showed me a picture. He was excited. He's like, yeah, but only one thing. He's like, don't tell nobody. He's like, yeah, she HIV positive. I was like, oh, that's probably why you got it. I ain't say that. I was like, oh, man. And me and him, we joke around. He's like, I'm like, you be going in wrong? He's like, man, you know me, man. And I'm like, dude. And she good, really. She's solid 10. I'm like, that's why. But the fact of the matter is, there's going to be a lot of guys there's going to be a lot of women who are have different diseases, and guys going to know it, but they ain't going to care. Is a woman really ever out of your league? I'm addressing this tomorrow on tomorrow's video on the main channel, but in short, no woman is ever out of your league. She's only out of your league if you tell yourself that. Here's the thing. How is a woman out of your league? Can she do what you can do? Do you wear makeup for that matter? No. She's only out of your league because you tell yourself that. She cannot no woman can literally change my life. Now, I've been with attractive women where I got into clubs for free. I got free drinks. I got discounts on clothes. We going through the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru. I get free donuts and donut holes. But that's pretty much the best it's going to be when it comes to dealing with an attractive woman. When you're with an attractive woman, you a lot of heads turn. Dudes looking at you. People looking at you. Yeah, but there's no actual real benefit to it. You get a little ego boost, but guess what? You got to go back home and deal with that same chick who most likely real high maintenance, probably, who got an attitude. So when it comes to a woman being attractive, or I should say out of your league, no, because the cost outweigh the benefits of me even being with her. I'll say that again. The cost outweigh the benefits of me being with any woman for the most part. No woman can protect me. No woman can give me wisdom and guidance. She can give me like a little tip or something like that. No woman is going to put me in a better position to make more money. She's counting on me to do that. She's counting on me to come up with ideas. Women don't build, they move in. So she ain't trying to help me build nothing. She's just going to be there to pretty much, soak up the benefits of being with a high-value man who's worked day in, day out his entire adult life. So when it comes to a woman being out of my league, I put all this into play. And I say, this chick got freaking makeup on. Yeah, she got a nice butt and everything. Nice rack. But at the same time, what can she do that's going to change my life? Let's straight up and down. Like, what can she do that can totally change my life, that can flip it upside down? Now, she can do a lot of negative things to flip my life upside down. But basically, I'm the prize. You guys realize there's a lot of women who are lonely, man. There's a lot of women that you're going to talk to around the holiday time, New Year's Eve. These girls lonely. They looking for a man that's going to give them a better life. What man walks around talking about, oh, I want to be in a relationship unless he can't get sex? What man walks around saying, I'm ready to marry some girl. I'm ready a girl to change my life. Let's be honest. Guys, get this live stream a thumbs up. Let's get to 300. Let's get to 200 likes. Go ahead, man. Give it a thumbs up before we continue. Jay said, I'm ready to get top. Let's get a live stream a thumbs up so we can take some calls, guys. Soon as we get to 200 likes, we taking calls. 630-618-7110. Let's open up the line, guys. You got to change your mindset for 2021, man. No complaining, no victim, straight solutions. Now, sometimes the solution is just walking away from a particular situation. Sometimes. Give it a thumbs up. Let's get to 200 likes. Ten more likes. Let's go. Before we open up the phone lines. It is a thumbs up. Go ahead. Give it a like. Every year we're manifesting better lives. Every year, man. We ain't sitting up here complaining 24/7 about something that we desire. Give it a thumbs up. If you appreciate the content, before we take calls, get to 200 likes. Let's go, brothers. Let's go. Thumbs up. Like the stream. You don't gotta like it and take it away. That's just an indictment on you. Artist of Virginia says, I remember talking to this Indian woman, cute smile and nice small frame. We will talk about getting together in a playful way, and she had 5-year boyfriend. She sometimes be touching me and getting close. I was just focused. That's, guys, and I talked about that on the main channel. Thank you, Artist of Procedure, for contributing your 20 shekels. There's going to be a lot of women that you're going to meet that's going to flirt with you. And they've been in a relationship for 3, 4, 5 years. But here's the kicker. The reason why they flirt with you and do all these different things is because they miss that sort of attention. One second, brother. We gotta hold on 1 second. Give me a second. Artist of Procedure, give me a second, man. What's happening with women is that are in relationships, they're so used to getting attention prior to being in a relationship and being desired. Then when they finally get in one, they're like, man, I miss being wanted. I miss being desired. So they flirt with dudes, even if they have a boyfriend, because they want that. They kind of miss that life, even though they necessarily probably don't want it again because they have a boyfriend, but they miss being wanted by other men because that gives them validation, and it lets them know, oh, I still got it like that, right? I still got guys that want me. So I have girls who have boyfriends. It's a flirt. You're like, why do you do that? Aren't you happy? Yeah, they're most likely happy with their boyfriend, but you got to understand female nature. Validation and attention is everything. It means more than their boyfriend, right? Go ahead, talk to us where you're from, brother.
Yo, I wanted to first say, thank you for all the content you put out, man.
Oh, no problem, brother. Appreciate it, man.
But yeah, I don't know, I'm in some conundrum. I feel like I'm not growing where I'm at right now, especially with women.
Okay. How old are you, brother?
I'm 18. I just turned 18.
Okay, cool. Where do you live?
I live in an apartment with my mother.
I mean, like city, state, or if you don't want to say state.
Oh, I live in Utah.
Utah. Okay, I was in Utah about 4 years ago, Mormon City. So, or state. So, you're 18. You live in an apartment with your mom. Are you a virgin?
Say that again?
Are you a virgin?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And have you ever had a girlfriend or kissed a girl, held a girl's hand or anything?
I've cuddled with a girl. I've held girls' hands. I've kissed a few girls,
Okay.
but nothing other than that.
Okay. And do do you desire to have a relationship, a girlfriend, be monogamous, or just sleep with a lot of girls, or you just trying to finally get that one notch on your belt?
Right now, I feel like that I just want to up my game and start getting laid and find that one woman who I just want to keep at the end of the day.
Okay. So ultimately you want that connection, that something long term, but you still at the same time want to mingle and see where things go and deal with different chicks. That's normal.
Yeah,
So
fuck around a little bit.
right. So do you drive? You have a car?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You got a car. And are you in school or anything?
I graduate this year.
Okay, so you're still in high school.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you on the sports team? Or are you any sort of club or anything in school?
The school I go to, we don't have clubs, sports, none of that. It's an alternative high school.
Okay. Where do you go? Where do you see women often? Or like I should say, in your school, do you talk to any women that you find attractive, like during passing period or in class or anything?
I tried starting to last year, and then COVID happened, and now everything's online. So
Oh,
I
okay.
really don't go out that much due to that.
Okay. Do you go to the mall at all?
No, I don't, but I do work.
Okay. Is there women at your job?
Definitely.
Okay. Uh, and so you said definitely. That's good. So we're getting closer and closer. So there's women at those girls at your job that you find attractive, right? Do
Yes.
you come in contact with them often, or
A few of them I do.
okay? And do you guys like what's the sort of energy towards each other? What do you guys talk to each other casually, or you just say hey, bye? What do how's the conversation?
It's like a little small talk, but you don't feel no connection really, and then it feels like me and them is just like we're just sitting there. We're like, what do we say next?
Okay, good. Okay, so are you able to? Because you don't want to mess up your money. I always say don't mix business with pleasure,
Yeah, definitely no.
but here's the thing. So but you have women at your job you find attractive. Y'all talk, but you're kind of stuck when it comes to making things happen.
Yeah.
With these women or with the woman that you find attractive, do you at your job? Do you guys like have alone time, like in a break room that you guys can chat and everything like that? How do you talk to these girls?
There's breaks in between. I work at McDonald's fast food, so like we're having rush consistently all day, but there will be little in betweens, and since we're constantly in a rush, they don't like putting out multiple people out on break at the same time. So it's usually just one person going out at a time.
Okay, but do you clock in and clock out with the women? Like the shift about to
Yep.
be over? Okay,
Yep.
okay, good. Here's what I want you to do. Let's say you're about to clock out, right? You had a long shift, and you say, "Hey, let's say the girl's name is Sarah, right? I'm quite sure they live around you. Let's say, hey, Sarah, let's get together and hang out sometime. Or hey, what you up to this weekend? Do you have any plans this weekend?" And you say, hey, we should get together and hang out sometime. We should get together and hang out and do this.
Mm.
That's all you gotta do. And when they say, okay, cool, all you gotta do is get your number out, say, here's my phone, have them put their number in your phone. And you say, okay, cool, I'll shoot you a text later.
That sounds pretty easy, honestly.
Guys, you gotta understand, guys. Talking to women, it's not difficult. It's just the fact that us men overthink and overcomplicate things. We like, man, I got this quote that I used. 20 minutes of actually doing something is more beneficial of 20 hours thinking about doing something. So when you put your mind to talking to a girl and exchanging contact information, if once you do it, all you guys will start to realize, man, that was easy. Even if she like, on some goofy stuff, but she like ain't trying to hang out, you understand that. Oh, I did it. It can be done. So what needs to happen is you need to take action. When you guys are clocking out, preferably when you guys clocking out, because it's much easier than you guys coming in, and y'all clocking in and boom, 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 boom. Y'all trying to get things together and get on the floor. Do it when you guys are leaving it, because she's more relaxed. She'll be more apt to and more open to say, okay, cool, here's my number, because it's everything is done. Y'all ready to go home. It's y'all be relieved, and you say, hey, we should get together and hang out sometime. Or you can say, hey, what area you live in? What where do you live? And she said, oh, I live over here. Oh, that's not too far from me. Hey, listen, what you up to this weekend? And then she says, oh, I got some parents coming into town. I got something going on. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, let's get together and hang out sometime. Me and you. She'll say, oh, okay, cool. Now she says, no thanks. Okay, that's cool. You just move on to the next chick that work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then when they say, okay, yeah, I'm down, you just boom, boom, pop up your phone, put your passcode in, and you hand it to her. They're gonna put their number in there. She gives it back. You say, okay, cool. I'll shoot you a text later. It's that easy. But don't overthink it. All you guys, don't overthink trying to talk to women and hang out and hook up. Don't overthink it, man. Because the more you think about it, the less you're gonna do it. Just tell yourself go. Or hey, you can say, hey, we should get together and hang out sometime. Let's hang out. It's all it takes. It's not even about necessarily what you actually say. I notice this is why pickup lines don't even really work. It's about how you actually feel about yourself, right? So if you're confident, you're gonna get off that energy and that aura that's gonna let her know, oh, okay, this guy is confident. Women love confident, arrogant men. They love cocky men who are straightforward. Guys, let me say this. A man being confident and sure of himself and going for what he wants is the equivalent of a man viewing a woman attractive as far as her physically. Right? That's that equalizer. So when you're confident and you make the move forward, because here's the thing, brother. You can work at McDonald's for the next 500 years or until Jesus come back. That woman will never ask you for your number. She most likely is like, man, that guy at McDonald's, he's cute. That guy, I hope he talks to me, but women will never, ever do it. This is why you hear a lot of guys that say, oh, get on your purpose and women are going to come. That is one of the biggest lies you have ever heard. Women are extremely passive. They will never straight up say, hey, what's your number? They're waiting on you. And here's the thing. Here's the benefits of doing this, brother. When you go for the number, what's going to happen is if she rejects you, you know that, man, that wasn't that bad. And it'll be contagious. You'll want to do it again. And you'll want to go talk to other women. Trust me, it happens like that, all right? So go ahead, make it happen, man.
Yeah. What about, so after working there for over a year, I've had 2 women ask for my number in the drive-thru, right?
Oh.
Should I be suspicious of them? Because that seems kind of funky.
No. You don't have to be suspicious of them. I mean, they asked for your number. I mean, how did the conversation go? Were y'all just talking? How did it go?
Yeah, so I'll be taking their order, and then they'll come up, and I'll have to take their money and stuff, and then they'll just compliment me. They'll give me a couple compliments, and then they'll ask for my number.
What do they say? You're cute, you're handsome? What do they say?
Oh, they'll be like, oh, I really love your eyes, or I really like your long hair.
Okay, well.
And then they'll go on from there.
Okay, here's what you do. You get a sheet of paper, you put your number on there, and you give it to them. Why you give them a Big Mac or cheeseburger or medium fry or they freaking latte. Mm-hmm. It's that simple. Give it to them. Boom. Don't overthink.
All right. I really appreciate that advice.
No problem, brother. Keep your head up.
Yep. Have a good night, man.
I gotta make things happen, man. I always move the conversation to hooking up and meeting up. I'm telling you, man. I need to really get a car. Hello, I'm the other part of the world. Please leave this live stream available for. This live stream is gonna stay up. This live stream on here don't come down unless it's demonetized, but it's gonna stay up. Shout out to Mr. Bob Spanch. It's all about being confident and you being sure of yourself, man. That's what it's about. And if you love yourself and you love who you are, what's gonna happen is a woman's rejection means nothing. Because guess what? I don't view it as when a woman rejects me. I don't view it as like, oh, I'm unattractive or um, uh, whatever the case may be. I just view it as, hey, it's her loss. She doesn't really know me. 9 times out of 10, her life is trash. She's talking to a dude who ain't up in my league. That's how I view it. I just move on to the next chick. Because you gotta understand, guys, women are horrible judgments of character. They pick goofy. They put a lot of times, not all the times, but most times, women pick dudes off goofy stuff. Like, must love to travel, must make me laugh, nothing really about having any morals or he's not. They don't necessarily care about an upstanding guy for the most part. So you just know when a woman chooses a guy, most women they always choose goofy stuff. It's almost like a woman is blindfolded and just picking. So when she just picks a guy. Oh, this feels good. Literally, whatever feels good to her. It's like women got a blindfold on. That feels good. Oh, ooh, okay, I'll pick you. That's how women, not all women, but for the most part, choose guys. That's why there's no like attraction isn't logical for women. Every woman you've been with, you like, so why did you get with him? That makes no sense. You know what they'd say? Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. They just don't know. So when a woman rejects you, just understand women choose guys off goofy stuff. A lot of times it ain't your game. A lot of times it ain't, your image or how you walk, your outfit, your shoes. It's none of that. It's probably the time of the month for her. She probably just got out of a relationship that day. She probably, got a tummy ache, whatever the case may be. A lot of times it's wrong place, wrong time when it comes to women. Oftentimes. So it's not even necessarily about them rejecting you. They just rejecting, hey, wrong circumstance. Yeah, rejection. Here's the thing. Rejection only hurts if you let it hurt you. Had a woman view life like she was Jenny the Forrest Gump. Here's the thing. Would y'all rather get rejected by a woman you found attractive in person or get rejected by a woman on a dating app who is not even on your level? Literally you're out of her league. But let's say you get rejected by her or she's like playing games. You're like, bruh, this is, it frustrates you that much more. In person, much better because here's the thing, you can learn. Maybe you was touching your face. Maybe, maybe you missed her wedding ring. Maybe you missed her engagement. Maybe you missed something. You can always learn when things don't go right when you interact with a woman. Right? Always. Had a woman view life. Here's the thing, Jay. If it hurts more in real life, you're not talking to enough women. I'm going to say that. If it hurts you being rejected in real life, you're just not talking to enough women because you haven't built up your immune system. Not your immune system. You haven't built up your rejection defense system. Right? Rejection doesn't bother me. I'm numb to rejection. Rejection, I'm just numb to. It's like whatever. I'm on to the next. Like, here's the thing about rejection. Here's what's so funny, guys. And nobody talks about this. When you get rejected by a girl, you forget about her. Like, no more, like 2-3 days later. Like 3 days tops, you like forget, she's out of your memory. Guys, I kid you not, I got rejected by so many different women. If they were to come up to me tomorrow and say, hey, you tried to talk to me at this one place, you remember me? I would be like, wait a minute. I'll probably say, yeah, I remember we can hang out and smash something like that. But I really wouldn't remember. I'm like, dang, who's you? Like, I just wouldn't remember. So when a woman rejects you, you just forget. It's usually like 2-3 days. You like, man, she had a nice butt or whatever. But after that, you just forget. Because the interaction was so minute as far as the time range. You talk to her probably 90 minutes, maybe 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes at most. Sometimes 30 seconds. You don't even remember that chick for 30 seconds. That stuff goes out of your head. You just boom. And it's on to the next, man. Straight up, it's on to the next. I wouldn't even remember girls who straight up came and told me, yo, you remember me? I'm like, I don't know, man. I straight up, I forget. When I approach average girls, it's for recreational use anyway, so it's not even a big deal. Yeah, they do say that. Honestly, approaching a woman just shows you that you're a man because most guys fear rejection. Yeah, Rolando J. Rios. That's what it's about. Approaching and interacting with a woman just shows that it's part of you being a man. It's part of it. It's part of you growing and assuming the masculine position. Now, you don't got to do 1,000 approaches in a month, but that's part of it. You going for what you want. Guys, let me say this, man. Attractive women that you desire, they're not on dating apps. I'll say that again. The attractive women you really, really, really desire, that you see dudes out there with like, man, she look good. He didn't get that girl off no dating app. That girl you see over there that's walking, they walking as a couple, you like, man, bro, you gotta. You know how you shopping or something like that? You see a girl like from the front, and you look at her, and then you kind of like, you stop when they pass by, and you kind of turn your car just to look back. He didn't get that girl off no dating app. I guarantee you. He had the courage, he had the guts, he had the confidence to interact with her wherever. If it was at an event, it was at a parking lot, wherever. And he made the move, he made things happen. Those are the guys who get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. Sitting on your couch, swiping left and swiping right on Tinder, don't necessarily get fed. My sister got her boyfriend off Tinder. Hey, Darius, do you think of if women were, the vast majority of women are not on dating apps, guys. The vast majority are not on dating apps. See, dating apps is for women to have fun with. They don't respect men for the most part on dating apps. It's just something to pass the time. And here's the thing. They got these huge egos on these dating apps. So they act like they're more attractive than they really are. Have you met women off dating apps and then y'all met and you like, and guess what? She was like, she was talking all this big game on dating apps. She had the pictures and like she was like this star celebrity. Then when y'all get together, what does she do? She shrinks. That's because she knows she's not that attractive. She knows she's not that all that. Sometimes she looks a little bit different. She's humbled. This is why in person you ain't talking to them. All these chicks is humbled. They got no choice because your masculine frame, your confidence will humble any girl. It can't necessarily humble a girl online. All these women are, guys, all these chicks are intimidated by you. This is why interacting with women in person, they like looking like, hi, hi, as opposed to them being online, they taking all day to respond, ain't trying to message you back, one word responses. But if I catch her in person, I most likely wouldn't even talk to her. I'll look right over her. I wouldn't even like, not on my level. You would be embarrassed trying to holler at this girl. You'd be embarrassed trying to spit game at this girl in person. Get off those apps, man. Get off. I keep telling y'all, get off. Get off those apps, man. Trust me, dearest. This girls are humble in real life. Yeah, they humble, man. And that's honestly why a lot of women reject you too, because you just these women are they find you attractive, but they're so intimidated by you. They're like, they don't even know what to do. Okay, I gotta. They just don't know what to do. They always shy when they see you in person. They don't act shy online. Matter of fact, they act extremely fickle. All these girls humbled in person. You hear me? This is why I love interacting with women. Like, man, guys, I'm telling you, 2021 is going to be huge for all of us. The guys who are with me, it's going to be huge. I'm going to do a lot more social experiments. Listen, I'm out here. I'm going to set the example. I'm getting out and about. It's a little cold right now in Chicago, but listen, I already got a social experiment prepared. I already talked to 8 different women. I'm gonna have at least 20 women in one video that I've talked to, man. So y'all can just, I'm creating a big video for the main channel. Just a little cold out here. Listen, I'm getting out here. I'm taking this whole thing to a completely different level. Yeah, they think they have power over us when they're online. But when they're in person, listen, man. I've always been a dating, relationship, and life coach. What do you mean, Jay? Haven't you recognized the main channel? I've always been a motivator. Yeah, so on women online, they have the mindset because they sit behind a computer that, oh, I'm better than everything. Like, guys, y'all would not believe the women that you see online. My honest to God truth, you would never approach them in person. Matter of fact, you don't even know they exist. I'm most likely going to do one in Chicago, a meet and greet, a quick meet and greet to see how it goes. And then we're going to have a little something bigger. The phone is their superpower. You got to understand, man, it's time to break out of this this sympathy victim mentality. It's time to break out of that stuff, man. All that stuff y'all had or anybody had in 2020, 2019, listen, 2021, you're interacting with the women that you want. And here's the thing, if you don't want to do that, if you say, well, Darius, I ain't trying to do that, man. I'm trying to hear reaction videos of these different, stuff that happened in the black community, man. I'm trying to listen to the Black Manosphere stuff. I'm trying to listen to, dude, you ain't trying to grow. I don't even want you a part of the team. Because I only want to deal with winners. I only want to deal with men who want to move forward and progress. So if you act like, oh yeah, I just rather complain on YouTube or complain on here as opposed to figuring out a solution to the issue that I'm mad about. If you ain't trying to figure out a solution, man, I'm not the one. I'm not the channel for you. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to be looking for a solution anyway. You're still going to want certain things in life anyway. So why not say, you know what? I'm a little frustrated right now. I'm kind of mad. I'm kind of disgruntled. But let me figure out how to solve this problem. And here's the thing. If walking away completely from women or whatever you're mad about, If that helps you, then go right ahead. But here's the thing, it's gonna fester anyway. All this going your own way and all this stuff, that's great. But make sure you're going your own way for the right reasons. Because let's be honest, every man, every straight man wants some sort of companionship, wants some sort of femininity around him, wants some sex. Every straight man, including all you guys. So why not just acknowledge that, suck it up, and do what needs to be done to get what you are frustrated about? And let's keep it real, the majority of the time it's women. I'm honestly glad Darius exists in this culture. Too many content creators out there just complaining about solutions. Or complaining about solutions. I got a good video, guys, for you guys tomorrow, man. That's the thing. Guys, you understand, I can make money off you guys. Fear easy. It's easy to make money off you guys' fear and your frustration. Like, you guys are easy targets out here. This is why these channels are so huge and they blow up, because dudes they want women, but they're frustrated because they can't get that certain type of woman that they want. So they get together and then they just complain and they get mad at women. Now I can see you talking about red flags or things to look out for. That's a different story. But if it's constantly complaining, that just goes to show you, yes, you want a certain type of woman or women, but either you're afraid to go after it, or you fear that. You don't know how to go about it. I appreciate the wisdom and solutions you provide us, D. Shout out to Mr. Sono Dono. Thank you, Mr. Sono, for contributing your 10 shekels. Guys, we got 284 people watching. Make sure you guys like the stream. Let me say this, guys. It feels 1,000 times better taking action as opposed to sitting around moping and complaining about something that you really want. That's the thing. You really want something, but instead of complaining about you not being able to get it, instead of complaining about you not being able to get it, why don't you just say, you know what, I want this. Whether it's money, it can be money. It don't have to be women. It can be a job. It can be you starting a business. It can be you moving out of your parents' place. It can you be getting a car. Maybe you taking a bus. It can be anything in life. Whatever is bothering you. Maybe you don't bench press a lot. Maybe you trying to gain the pounds. Maybe you trying to lift more. Maybe you can't run a mile straight. Maybe you can only run a half a mile. Listen, it's time to tackle whatever you're frustrated about. Whatever it is, it's time to tackle it. Tell yourself, solutions, no complaining from here on out. I'm looking for solutions, period. Now, when it comes to the court system and all, we understand what's going on in the court system when it comes to men and women. We understand that. So don't get married. Now let's move on. It's no point of continuing to rehash and go over the same thing about the injustices with the court system. Just don't get married and move on. We listen. It's too many times guys have talked about divorce laws and dude, move on. It's time to move on to something else. How can you complain about Jesus Christ? The moment I stopped complaining and started doing, I became a supervisor at my job. Shout out to Sono Dono. Whatever we got, wherever we go after till it takes us time and effort. What about voice messages? When you set date and time with the girl, maybe it's better than text message. No, Bob Spanish, only text message. Just shoot her a text. Every woman gets her text message. All right? Happy holidays to all you brothers, man. How to do? Thanks for the motivation, Darius. I've been feeling sad and negative about life and women. Yeah, man. See, here's the thing. The reason why a lot of guys feel, I know how you guys feel. You know how I know how you guys feel? Because I have consultations throughout the week. Every day. From guys across the globe. So I'm actually talking to guys. for hours upon hours throughout the week. I got a consultation with a guy from Bosnia tomorrow at 9 p.m. Christmas Day, when everything's done with. So I listen. I know how you guys feel. It feels 1,000 times better actually taking action and doing it rather than sitting around and saying, "Man, you know what? I don't got the job I want. Man, these jobs, man, they discriminate against me, man. Man, I can't even bench press what I want. Man, I don't. Instead of finding all these negative things, 2021 taking action. Matter of fact, from here on out, no complaints. What I want you to do is get a gym membership and start interacting with people. I can tell you how good it feels. Exactly. Complaining about the same subject matter is like beating a dead horse. Yeah, because here's the thing. Women ain't going to necessarily change. They're not going to change for you. Like, women are going to be women. They're counting on us to get it done and make things happen. No problem, brother. How to do? You say you're feeling sad and negative about life and women. Yeah. Oh, call the show. We had like 2 people call. I was talking. Women's egos. Somebody said. Yeah, man. Now again, we can talk about red flags, and that's fine. Here's the thing. If you're not where you at want to, if you're not at where you want to be in life, it can be women, it can be money, it can be living situation, it can be your physique. Complaining won't change it. Matter of fact, it's just gonna hurt. It's gonna make you even madder, more mad. Excuse me. I don't think "madder" is a word. It's only gonna make you more mad because you're gonna be like, what you gonna complain for a whole nother year? You take action for 30 days, your whole life gonna change. I told guys, man, if listen, for 30 days, I want you to, just delete the dating apps. Make sure you're working out. And make sure you talk to one woman a day. Man, your whole life gonna change. I'm telling you. Because here's the thing. The reason why most men are frustrated with women is because they don't even talk to them. They didn't understand. These women are just sitting there innocent, goofy little, they're not necessarily innocent, but they're sitting there like roaming through life, looking for some fun. Why can't you be that fun? Now, granted, you still have to have your eyes peeled because there's some goofy women out here. I'm not saying it's not. But at the same time, it's time to take the step forward and go for what you want. Can't complain about things you can't change. You can change your outlook for sure. Oh, yeah. Shout out to John Hamm. People are like doors. It can open your life up to new things. Literally. Man, you don't know who listen, guys. Men and women are the only, not the only creatures. We're the only humans on this planet. There's no other gender or race of human. We're supposed to be connecting and hanging out. Why not? Now, I'm not saying women are supposed to be the end all be all of your life. It's supposed to make you happy. But the fact of the matter is, you do enjoy women, just like women enjoy you. Guys, this is why a lot of women are frustrated as well, too. A lot of women are frustrated as well. Jason Simpkins, advice on how to be fun. Guess it doesn't help. I play video games all the time. Well, Jason, call the show. I don't know how old you are. But just in general, because, I mean, you could be in high school. You could be 20s or 30s. If you want to have fun, what you got to ask yourself, what do you enjoy doing? First of all, get out of the house. You got to get out of the house and move around. That's what needs to happen. Call the show, 630-618-7110. You got to get out of the house. You got to move around. You got to make things happen. I don't know if you play any sports. Heck, if you're in a flag football league, if you enjoy football, you can get in a flag football league. If you enjoy basketball, man, so many basketball court. I mean, there's so many different things you can do. Practice getting outside each day. Practice just going to the store. Make things happen, man. What's your name, man? Talk to us. Where you from?
Oh, I called earlier. I'm Justin.
Oh, okay, Justin. You said advice on how to be fun. I guess it doesn't help. I play video. Well, you said how to be fun, how to have fun, or how to be fun, as far as people seeing you as fun.
I'd say have a be fun.
Okay. Well,
I can have fun easily.
okay. So what you mean is how people can have fun around you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. What do you like to do in your free time? Because you just play video games. Do you go out? What are your hobbies outdoors?
I do hang out with friends. When we do smoke weed and we talk. We just sit and we just talk forever. Besides that, I really don't do much. Work, wake up, play video games.
Okay. Do you like to play soccer? You like to go kayaking? You like to hike? Because you live in Utah. I was there like 4 years ago. Do you like to hike? Do you like to go on trails? What are some things outside you like to do that has nothing to do with playing video games and getting high? What do you like to do?
I definitely do like hiking.
Okay.
I loved biking. My bike got destroyed, sadly. I do like going on walks, going to a park.
Okay. Heck, now find a hiking group. Of course, you look online and you can see, people that hike. Get into that. You can meet women that way. You can meet different people that way. Because in order for people to want to continue to come around you, yeah, you can game. Here's the thing, guys. I'm not saying gaming is bad, but do it in moderation, please. If it feels like you just sit in the house 24/7, or you go to work and come home playing game till you and eat and go to sleep, do it in moderation. Make sure you have outside activities. So in your case, brother, you like to hike. Go online, find a hiking group.
Okay.
Or if you want to,
And
find a
would
hiking.
Facebook just be simple for that?
Facebook, you can go online, go to Google, hiking groups in my area, all that stuff. Or heck, you could just say, hey, you know what? Let me go to a hiking trail. You'll meet people. And here's the thing, it don't even have to be females you're meeting. It can be men as well. It can be different dudes. You can say, hey, let's go hiking sometime. Then y'all can go hiking. Guess what? They probably got some females that they can bring along, or y'all can do whatever. Listen, I've met a lot of different women just by me playing basketball, and guys like, oh, you pretty good. We exchanged numbers. Then afterwards, after the pickup game or our rec league, they say, hey, we about to go barbecue, and they invite me to barbecue, and there's females there. So I'm chopping up game with chicks there. So it's a lot of different ways you can meet people. Go hiking.
Mm-hmm.
Is the hiking area open where you're at right now, or did they close it?
I'm not too sure.
Okay, yeah, look that up, man. Look if it's closed. See when it opens.
Definitely.
Do you go to the gym?
All right. No, I don't.
Yeah, go to the gym. Get off the weed and video games. That's on. Listen, honestly, that's just going to give you a dad bod. You will have a dad bod by age 21. You're only 18 years old.
Mm.
So, what I recommend you don't have to do it. Get in the gym, get you a gym membership. I'm quite sure there's gyms around you, and get into a hiking group, or look online, sign up, or just go by yourself, or go with somebody else.
All right. Sounds pretty good. I like the advice, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, make sure, guys, and this is for everybody. Make sure you're not doing things that will cause you to be lazy. The only time I'm really in the house is when or when I'm like just relaxing, is I've done everything I had to do today, and I'm sitting down watching highlights of NFL or NBA or some baseball, or whatever. Then I'm still planning my day while I'm sitting on the couch for the next day or the next or the following week or that week. So you should always be out doing things
All right.
or planning things. All right.
Just make a schedule and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, make a schedule. Make a schedule of what you're gonna do because you need to get in a routine. Getting high with your friends and playing video games. That's not a good routine to have. That's not even a set schedule. You just, all right, I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna fill your schedule with things you want to do. Yeah, you're 18, but you can still find things to do. Are you gonna go to college after you graduate high school?
No.
You're not. So what are your plans post high school?
My plans post high school. Oh, ever since I've been a kid, I guess gaming's been a really big thing for me. So I really would like to get into streaming,
Okay.
maybe YouTube, something around there, while keeping my job, and
Okay.
try to further my job if I can, become a manager, and keep the streaming and YouTube as a side hobby, and hope that it picks up.
Okay, that's all fine and well. If you're gaming and you making money, a lot of people are streaming. I got a cousin that streams. He makes a little bit of bread on the side. He's on Twitch. So if that's something you want to get into, why not? If you already game and play video games for hours on end, get into gaming now. At least you're gonna make some money off of it and build your platform and have a fan base or subscribers or whatever. Do it now. Do it after this consultation. It's easy. I'm quite sure it's free, right?
Yeah.
Ask your mom, hey, mom, get me this for Christmas. I don't know what you get for Christmas or whatever, but get you some Turtle Beach headphones and whatever you're trying to do that will help you build your platform. Because here's the thing, whatever you're doing, you might as well get paid to do it. If you're great at something, get paid. I've been dealing with women for so long. Now I get compensated for my experience. Why not? Don't just do it for fun. All right.
Yep.
All right, man. Keep your head up, man. Take it easy.
All right. Yep. Thanks again, bro.
Whatever kind of outdoor activity is, we need to fresh air and exercise for healthy mind. Yeah. Reese drags you down, and so do friends who take it that have experienced that for myself. Yeah. Honestly, enjoy playing video games. Let her handle the fun stuff. Here's the thing, guys. Why not get paid for playing video games? Why not? I mean, I'm quite sure it's easy and free. Please make this live stream long. We enjoy this, man. I will, man. Heck, we might as well keep chopping up game. What's your name, man? Talk to us. Where you from?
Hey, I'm Sono Juno, calling from Los Angeles.
Hey, how's it going, Sono? Sono Juno?
Hey, not much. Yes, Sono Juno.
Okay. How's it going? How old are you, man?
I'm 27.
Okay. Talk to us.
All right, so this is an interesting incident that had happened to me about like a week ago. So I go to Guitar Center. I'm a musician. I play music. I dropped off an instrument that I had, get repaired. So this female worker, she just, brings up my instrument and she's like, may I check what's inside? So I'm like, yeah, sure. So she opens it. She was just like totally floored and amazed about the instrument that I brought in.
Okay.
So, we're having a good time chatting up. So my question is, as soon as I, whipped out the phone, because it seemed like we were having very, very long, genuine conversation to where I was holding up a lot of the customers behind me. So, I took your advice, whipped out my phone, and, she not only that she didn't put her phone number, but she also, put in her Instagram. And I could have sworn
She gave you
there was
both?
a video.
She gave you both, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she gave me both. But I could have sworn that you said back then that I don't know, in your main content video, that if she would like give you like her social media, like her username, it's kind of like the bad thing to do. So I just wanted to like make sure if that was like something that I could, you know, move forward with if I were to ever do that to a, you know, another woman.
Well, here's the thing. I never give women any of my social media. And if a woman tries to give me her social media, I don't want that because I'm not trying to be her friend. I'm not trying to be her fan boy and follow her. Only phone number and contact information. That's it. Social media, it's like what women try to do when they want your social media, Instagram, Facebook. They're looking for ways to disqualify you. Okay, they're looking for ways. Oh, maybe you had a shirt she didn't like. Maybe she didn't like that color. Maybe you did this. So she looked. Maybe you posted something she didn't like, a phrase or meme. Now she's like, oh, I don't want to talk to that guy. So that's why I limit all that stuff. I say I don't have Instagram. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have Facebook, even though I do, because I don't want a woman to try to. Okay, before a woman has sex with you guys, she's looking for any way possible to not have sex with you. So cut the social media out. It's only communication as far as texting and maybe calling. That's it.
Yeah, and I could have sworn too that you did mention it was kind of like another ways of a pre-selection.
Yep. Yeah, it can be a good and a bad, but at the same time, what does she need my Instagram and Facebook for? Only reason why women do that, the main reason, is to weed you out. I'm telling you, to not want to like see you. That's the 100% women do it for. Because if she was into you, she wouldn't need none of that. Or she's trying to make you one of her fans so you can look at her stuff, y'all can like stuff and send messages back and you can like her status. No free attention. Right? Social media is a woman's playground, basically. And they have a lot of different ways that they use to weed guys out and get attention. And only phone number, that's it.
Right, and here's the thing too. I didn't even follow her back. It's been like a week, so I just keep her as a fan because my Instagram page, it's just more like a musician type based like Instagram profile. Like this is where I do my platform. So when she offered the Instagram, I exchanged also Instagram too, but I didn't follow her back. I did look at her stuff because her information was public. But yeah, I didn't like what I see, so I kind of felt like I was playing the female in that role, where I was kind of looking what she posts, and I'm just like,
you see it, right? You see what I'm saying? You see exactly. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You looking at her stuff, and you're like, I ain't really like that. She gonna do the same thing. So just for future reference, because she gave you her cell phone number, that's good enough. If she gave you her Instagram, just be like, oh, I don't have an Instagram. I'll just text you. Or I don't have Snapchat. I'll just text you. And I don't have Facebook. I'll just text you. That's it. Don't tell her your last name because she gonna try to look you up. And I have women do that. Like, oh, I saw this post that you put. I ain't trying to see. Like just goofy stuff. Like so. Now that you have given her your Instagram stuff, you can follow her back. You might as well. You know what I mean? Now here's the thing: if she ain't trying to hang out and hook up and have sex and kick it and make something happen, then you unfollow her and keep it moving. Right?
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it.
No problem, bro. Keep your head up. What's your name, man? Talk to us. Where you from?
Name's George from Ohio. How you doing?
I'm doing great, brother. Talk to me.
Yeah, I started watching you about June, July this year. Kind of got into my purpose about age 22, 29 now, and excuse me if I'm a little bit nervous, but just wanted to give the guys out there kind of like a full perspective of someone who's been on their purpose, building up financial wealth, whatever it may be. I kind of got off of the dating scheme, getting into a long-term relationship.
Okay. Oh, so you're in a long-term relationship right now?
No. Oh. I had gotten out of a long-term relationship probably like about a year ago, you could say. Okay. After realizing that I had been off the market for so long, no dating apps, I pretty much deleted all that social media to, I'd say about 23, 24. So I've been off the grid 5-6 years. Not really posting anything, not looking for any sort of validation, sort of just, the only validation is building myself up and whatever way. But essentially, I got my confidence back, my swagger back, being able to, approach women who were giving me choosing signals and whatnot. And then I started getting back on the weights. I used to seriously lift before I, start all the businesses and whatnot. Always kept the diet going and the physique, but what I noticed, as I started to get that muscle tone back, not even 5 or 10 pounds of muscle, just that first spurt when you haven't lifted in a while, I'm just starting to notice these looks. And, I got busy back with work, this whole Corona garbage, the gym more or less having to wear a mask. So I started buying some stuff for my place. But the fact, I just want to let guys know is it's this primal instinct that overrides that feminine mind when they see you. When you're a little bit flexed out, I'm noticing, these 8s, even 9s giving me those choosing signals. But when I'm looking a little bit deflated, when my stomach might be at the same distance out as my chest, that's when I'm starting to see I'm not even getting looked at. I'm not even getting acknowledged anymore. So I think at the start of this year, I got back on MyFitnessPal, starting to track everything I'm eating and really getting back into seriously weightlifting. Not trying to look like Arnold or anything, but I think you can be on your purpose. You can have all the confidence. You can have all the swagger. You can have all the charisma you want. But if you're definitely trying to get the best looking women, I'm looking at it myself man, we can watch porn. We can look at these Instagram models. But the bottom line is, what are these girls doing? They're looking at Playgirl type shit. They're looking at these dudes on Instagram. They're filling their mind subconsciously with this Arnold-looking type dude, this sculpted type dude. So why shouldn't we be that man? And I just came to that realization, I can do the best I want, but if I don't trigger this woman's primal instinct, all these women's primal instinct, I'm not in the position I want to be. So just shouting out to all you guys. I can't be any more thankful than what I am. I mean, you guys, just the content you've created, and then the feedback, and everybody just not making an echo chamber out of it, but building the logic. Because we as men, we have this logic built into us, but we kind of have to, how can I say, unprogram the beta, what we've been raised from our mothers, the traditional family, and all that. It's I've kind of been learning but unlearning at the same time, if you know what I mean.
I got you, man. That's great to hear. I'm glad you said that, because guys need to continue to build their bodies, because when you build your body, it not only has, it's like a dual effect. You feel better, you're more confident, you can sleep better, you can walk better, you just feel overall better. And women can sense, man, something about this guy. Now, she don't know how much work you've put in. She don't know that you got up at 4 or 5 a.m. to do bench, curls, squats, whatever the case may be. She just senses something about you. And when you are focusing on your physique and your health and being better overall, they can't help but to be drawn to you. Thanks for calling, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Definitely. Have a good night.
Call the show, 630-618-7110. Shout out to Mr. JD 30 Curry. Make sure you become an Apex Predator member, brother JD. Here's the link. You become more secure. What's your name, man? Talk to us. Where you from?
Yes, my name is Wisdom.
Okay. How's it going?
It's going fine. I'm calling from Indiana.
Okay. How old are you, brother?
I'm 32.
Okay. Talk to us, man.
Yes, I have been enjoying your show because I think you are one of the best on YouTube.
you kind of like you are kind of more than everyone I have listened to. So I just want to thank you for what you are doing to this community. I'm really enjoying it.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. That's what I'm here to do, to help us
Yes.
help us see the light. What are you doing for the holidays, if you don't mind me asking?
What I'm doing, I am actually taking photos and videos of fashion photos. That's what I do.
Okay, that's great, great. So you
Yes, I'm also a fitness coach, soccer coach as well.
Oh, that's great. So you got a lot of things, different things going on, man. So he's a fitness
Yes.
coach, he's a soccer coach, and he takes photos and different things. Listen, you have you have a busy life. That's great, man.
hmm So I want to ask you a question about these ladies.
Okay.
One thing I have noticed is that ladies, they are attracted to me. You can check my Instagram. You don't need to follow me actually, but if you follow me, I will be grateful.
Okay.
They are attracted to me, but at the same time, I notice that they are inferiority complex. They don't have confidence in themselves. Like, yeah, maybe you can check my Instagram before I proceed
Oh,
I proceed.
I believe you, brother. I believe you. I believe you. Keep going.
So they are inferiority complex in themselves. So I think we as men need to be confident. The confidence kills everything. As soon as we see them one-on-one, face to face, like, they cannot just help it.
Mm-hmm.
And once we start talking to them, we have the upper hand. But if we go to the ladies and then we try to give them the opportunity, this equality. Okay, where do you want to eat? What do you want to do? Like, that moment, you lost it. You lose it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think listening to you all the time, it has changed a whole lot of things. And there are a lot of my friends who listen to you as well. I share your videos to them. It has been helping them.
It's great to hear, man. I'm glad that I'm able to touch you and touch other friends in your social circle. And I'm glad you brought up that point. Let's highlight that. When you're a confident guy, women love that because women are already insecure. And that's why I told you guys, women don't like guys who are insecure, who are like shaky and unsure of themselves because it feels like that they're with another female. And they want to feel like they're with a man. So this is why they're like, okay, a guy who has a plan, he's able to make things happen, he's confident, he loves himself. Women want a guy, women want to be with a guy who's everything that they're not. So they're not confident, they want a guy who's confident. They're insecure, they want a guy who's not insecure. They don't know where they're going in life. They want a guy who knows where he's going in life. They don't know how to lead. This is why women aren't funny, they want a funny guy. So all these different things that they're not, that they lack, that's what they want in a guy. So you be that guy, just like this brother here said on the line. Trust me, man, women are gonna love you for it. He must have went out. Yeah, man. You guys have to be shout out to Mr. JD30 Curry. Guys, if you have not become an Apex Predator member, this is a member only live stream. Story time. What story time y'all want to hear, man? What story? Give me a topic. I got tons of them. I have tons. Your worst experience with a female. Trans, I never remember any of that. Oh, I take that back. I was in Thailand, right? And we had pulled in, I think was it Pattaya Beach, I think? Yeah. We pulled in and we have 4 days in Thailand. So it wasn't my duty day. I had 4 days off. It was 5 sections of like duty. It's like how they do it in the Navy. When I was in there, I think I was the first duty section, and we was there. I think it was the fourth, something like that. Anyway, I didn't have duty that day. So what happened was, I was free all 4 days, and when we get to the beach and they take us to the bus and everything, everybody excited because heck, it's most of our it was our first time being in Thailand and everything. And as I'm walking everything, it's almost like we celebrities because we got the money. You know, our money is like I think like 7-1 compared to Thai baht or something like that. So as we getting out and we walking, somebody tried to sell me a baby. This dude, I never forget this kid. I think he had to be an adult. I don't know. He was a shorter guy. He had a baby on his hip, and he's like, you want to buy this kid? I'm like, the baby had to be like 9 months old. And I'm like, oh no. He was following me around the whole 4 days we were there. Like it seemed like we went to Burger King, he was there. We went to another spot, he was there. Like he was just there everywhere. And what happened was, I never forget, he was walking down, and then somebody tapped me on the shoulder. And this is the trans story. And I'm like, I looked, and I'm like, and it's just she, straight up. This female, but it had really, I say it. Clearly it was trans. But a lot of dudes wouldn't tell. A lot of dudes couldn't tell. Until it opened its mouth. Hey, how are you? Literally my heart stopped. I never forget the trans had to be about 6'5", really long legs. Tapped me on the shoulder, and they did like, so I looked this way and I looked. She's like, hey, how are you? Like voice deep as that. I was like, my heart stopped because I never experienced any of that before. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, this, so that was the only experience with trans. I just like, what the heck? I'm getting out of here. They have a thing called Boyland. I think they got some of that in the United States in some towns, some cities or states. Yeah, so there's a lot of that over in Thailand, man. What other story? Story time. Guys, make sure everybody gets the live stream a thumbs up. We'll get to more story time. Let's get to 300 likes, man. 300 likes. Everybody give us a thumbs up. You want more story time? Thumb it up, man. Let's get to 300 likes so we can have more story time. Happy holidays to all you brothers as well. Go ahead, give it a thumbs up if you appreciate the content. Best experience. Let's get. We got 11 more. Let's get another story. Let's get 11 more likes, man. Or worst sex experience. I never ran a train on a chick. I mean, I had, threesome a handful of times, but I never ran a train on a chick. I just never felt appealing, me banging a chick with another dude. It just never felt me, Happiest moment? Other than me being a dad, but the happiest moment, oh God, I had a lot of happy moments in my life, believe it or not. What is the most happiest moment? God. Oh, give it a thumbs up. Y'all like the stream, man. 9 more likes. We said it was high school days. Give it a like, man. We're waiting on you guys. Go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to become a member of the Patreon, Boy, we're waiting on you, man. We're waiting on these likes from you. 6 more away. I kind of hate women say I don't look my age. I get that all the time too. Get that all the time. The happiest moment I ever had in my life was, God. So many good moments. I remember one. I think the one that comes to mind when I was in the Navy, and just me learning how to swim. They had this prone float we had to do, backstroke, and like this dive we have to dive over and swim back up. It was in my division. It was only like 2 dudes who tried to learn how to swim. It was this one Filipino kid. I never forget. His last name was E.M. Literally, that was his last name. And it was me and him. We had to learn how to swim so we can graduate. So what happened was, what they would do when I was in the Navy in boot camp, they would make you go 3 times a day to learn how to swim. So I was in the water literally 3 times a day for like 7 weeks. That's like what? How many times? It was crazy. So we going to swim, and I'm like, man. And it was like 3 days before we had to graduate. And here's the thing: if you didn't learn how to swim and pass the test, I should say, what would happen is they would just push you to another graduation group, and you have to stay in boot camp, which is in Great Lakes and near Chicago, and you have to continue to learn how to swim over and over again. So I remember I was like, man, me and this dude, we walking. Dude's probably like what, 5? I think M was like 5'3". Cool dude, really cool dude. He used to break dance and stuff. I think he was Vietnamese. Excuse me, he was Vietnamese. So we go in there, and I'm like, me and him talking like, man, it's gonna be the day. And he did it. And mind you, it's like 3 days left, and I go another day, and I'm like, it's 2 days left. I'm like, man, because I'm want to graduate with my division in boot camp, and then I go again, 1 day left. I'm like, man, I'm sitting there like, and it's funny, all you see is black people trying to pass the swimming portion. It's funny, it was like at least 300 black kids, right? Like literally, it was like one Asian dude, but it was like 300 just trying to pass. It was so funny. It's like, dang, black people can't swim like that. So I'm sitting on like, man, this has to be the day, because now I won't be able to graduate like that. Well, with the guys I came in. So I just happened to do it that day. And I never forget, I did the float, I did all stuff like that, and the guy gave me the stamp. Well, it was a female, excuse me. Good looking female, I never forget. Sky blue eyes, I mean, Jesus Christ. So she gave me the stamp, all right, you passed. Went back, and everybody's like, man, you passed. It was probably the biggest accomplishment, because it took so long. It was so much dedication to it. I mean, just think about it. In a 7-day span, you're in the pool 21 different times for 7 weeks. So let's do 21 times 7. Let's do the math. 21 times 7. That's 147 times, different times you're in a pool. So that was the biggest accomplishment, I think, by far. I think another one, it wasn't a huge accomplishment. It would have happened, but yeah, that was, I think that was pretty much it. The biggest one. I think when I first dunked the basketball, I was 14, but other than that, no other like top accomplishment. You said I should be a lifeguard. No, I barely get in the pool now. I get in there here, and I still know how to swim. Like, it's like that time I was in there trying to learn, man. It said, men playing video games because it gives us emotions that we need. Like, girls get attention in dating apps, but in the end of the day, you stay where you was, just wasting time. It's true. Yeah, that's what I'm glad. That's a good analogy, Bob Spanch. Guys, you just slash him a thumbs up, man. If you in here, give it a like. Like, girls get attention. Exactly. My biggest accomplishment was dancing with the girl at the military ball, and she came up to me. Shout out to Mr. Rolando J. Rios. You said I must swim. I had to swim good. I went so many times. I mean, my hands was literally prunes. You know how you in the tub and your hands are like prunes? It never like went back to normal because I had to learn. They made me go just after chow in the morning, then just after lunch. Excuse me, before lunch. Excuse me, before breakfast, before lunch, before dinner, and then it was just over and over again 3 times. Crazy. Some people get in the pool once. Imagine getting there 3 times. That was the only thing I had to do to pass and graduate. So they made sure in the Navy you gonna keep doing that one thing until you do it. But that was the biggest accomplishment. I mean, that was the hardest thing. That's why, not the biggest accomplishment, I believe. Yes, I'm still in the healthcare field, of course. Women say I look 20. I'm 17. Where we at? Oh, we got the 300 likes. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up, my brothers. What the heck are you guys doing for the holidays anyway? What are you guys doing? Talk to me. What are you guys doing for the holidays? Working. Yeah, somebody commented, I want to get in chilling. Not too much family crazy. You gotta understand, rejoicing, kicking it with family. Guys, you gotta understand, women are extremely passive. Like, and a lot of times they try to bait you in so they can reject you. Like they'll do a lot of passive stuff. Like they'll barely talk and then you try to like set something up and they'll just reject you. Like a lot of women, you gotta understand, guys, don't take it to heart. Don't get like angry. Women are extremely insecure, man. They don't like, majority of them don't like themselves. Here's the thing I notice about women. Women who are happy or the most happiest are the ones who are in relationships. Because women rely on relationships so much. Relationships make and break their lives. So if a woman is not with a quality guy that she enjoys being with, who has high value in her eyes, she's going to be mad and bitter and angry. So this is why you guys should never be upset that about anything when it comes to women. These women, they need you to be happy. Just like you have a lot of dudes who are mad at women because they can't get laid, or just mad at women in general because they have a hard time interacting or whatever. Women are mad and angry because they don't have the guy that they want, or no dude wants to actually be in a relationship with them. Just think of that, guys. It frustrates most men because we're not getting how much the sex that we want. It frustrates most women when they're not getting a boyfriend or the relationship they want. It frustrates them. It's funny at the same time, but it frustrates women, man. Gets them angry. With my family in New York City, back to Texas, a lot of women deal with serious mental stuff. Yeah, they got a lot of mental issues, a lot of different things going on. And here's the thing, the only way they can, those mental issues can subside and calm down is when they get with a man, because we are the stable ones. Women are not stable. I just saw an article across my news feed somewhere earlier today. The most domestic disputes, as far as physical violence when it comes to couples, happens when it's same-sex couples, when it's women and women, so lesbians. The most disputes. That's because two women aren't supposed to be together, and when they are, nothing will count, nothing will balance. So you got all this estrogen and all this crap going on and boom, boom, boom in one household, and both women are pretty much looking to each other to be that rock, but women can't be that rock. She can wear a button up, she can shave her head bald, she can do whatever she wants to do. But women, they need a man to be that rock so they can be calm and they can be at ease. Well, two women get together and it would never work out. Because there's who's gonna lead? They're gonna be looking who's gonna make the decision, who's gonna lead. On top of that, women want a masculine dude. I've been out and about where it's been two women together, and many times one of the girls in the lesbian couple looking at me. And then the other girl, she probably in a button up or something like a little more like a biker jacket or a little masculine. I look at her like, dude, you trying to be me. You know, don't get mad at me because your woman's looking at me. And women need that masculine energy, man. All right, to calm them down, to make her feel like, man, this, life is not as crazy and hectic. All right, guys, make sure you give this live stream a like, a thumbs up. Happy holidays. We dropping a video tomorrow. I already got it made. The work is not stopping, even if it's Christmas, even if it's the holiday, whatever it is. We getting you guys to work on the main channel. Make sure you subscribe. Also, click the bell so you be notified, guys, when I do go live. All right. Make sure all you guys become an Apex Predator member. I know you don't want to sit here and listen and watch everybody else comment, and you sitting there like, man, I can't comment no more. What happened? I can't comment, Darius. What's going on? Do yourself a favor. $9.99 a month. $10. Become an Apex Predator member. You get a lot of different perks. And all the guys who are members, if you have not dropped your Twitter and Instagram handle, your username, go to the community tab and go ahead and do that so I can follow you back on there. That's another perk. Love you guys. We out of here.